Howdy! Welcome back to another video. We got a different type of video today again, because God help me if I can find a genre I enjoy making videos for. But today we got a video that I'm really excited about, because it's a new place for me. And look how long the hair is. Hair update. Boy howdy do I need a fucking haircut. Could you imagine if just like I go from this just to entirely short again? That would be, honestly, that'd be tragic. No, I actually really like the long hair. The more I've had it, the more I'm happy I am with it. But today's video is all about Elden Ring. Oh baby, Elden Ring. Elden Ring just recently came out with its new DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree, and it's fucking amazing. It's an amazing game. If you haven't had time to try it yet, you definitely should give it a shot. For the price of 2 skins from Overwatch, you can play an entire new game. But let's start talking about Elden Ring. So today's video is about an early game build. Elden Ring is hard. It is a hard game, and there is lots of different ways to play it. Especially when you are just starting out, it can be quite daunting to figure out what build you want to try. What do you want to do? Like, how good is what you're doing even? Is what you're doing making any sense? All of those questions are pretty difficult to answer off rip, and I am here to answer some of them for you and also provide a build for you that is more than competent at destroying the early game. I call it the BloodFlame Talons. I call it BloodFlame Talons at home. Now we're going to be taking advantage of a couple of things here. Most notably, we're taking advantage of weapons that have innate bleed buildup and can be infused. That means weapons that we can add spells on top of. We're going to be eventually getting the Hook Claws and the BloodFlame Incantation, and that is all we need. We genuinely don't need much. And without further ado, let's play the game. Let me show you how to get everything you need to get this build working. We're gonna start by first grabbing the golden seed as our starting trinket, as this is, in my opinion, the easiest way to start the game. It gives you an extra health flask, and that can mean life or death in a lot of boss fights. Go through the early game, beat the tutorial area, and eventually you'll find the Soldier of God. Rick. Just kill his ass. After beating the Soldier of Godric, you'll find yourself in beautiful, glorious Limgrave. And waiting for you there is an asshole who will tell you that you've got no bitches.
You are maidenless.
You got no runes. And that you are worthless. Just ignore him. Keep making your way through the game until eventually you pass through a church, pass through a forest, sneak around a camp, and you will meet Melina. She will also tell you that you have no cadence. Why is everyone telling me this?
But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden.
And then you are going to get a horsey, and the horsey is going to be very valuable. Once you have your little horsey, once you've been told again that you have no maidens, though, you need level ups. To be precise, you need 5 of them. Do whatever you gotta do to get those 5 level ups. I am going to go and bully this Crucible Knight. Once you have successfully shoved the Crucible Knight into a locker, as well as a couple of villagers, you should have enough level ups at this point to be the level that you need with 13 faith. Make sure to put all your level ups into faith, by the way. If you don't worry, just go and grab some levels on the way. At this point in time, you're going to finish, you're going to put those levels, and you're going to sneak around the right-hand side of Stormvale Castle. Geo, just speed up my pathway around to get to
Destination is on your left.
Just follow this path and make your way around the other side of Liurnia, and you will find yourself having Melina telling you that you should go to Round Table Hold. Agree with her. Go to Round Table Hold. Go and find your fancy little place. We're gonna need this later. After hanging out Round Table Hold, meeting the local priest, the local old guy, and the local edgelord, you can make your way outside and go back to Liurnia. Here, you are going to make your way northwesterly. Once again, you can just follow my path as you go through this, but the thing that we are aiming for is we need to go to Rose Church. You can use my video to get there, you can use someone else's video to get there. Point is, we need to get there. You'll know you've reached there when you found a dilapidated building covered in cancer sores. That is apparently what roses are. I know it's called that for another reason, but it's much funnier in my understanding. Get yourself to Rose Church. Once here, you should see on the northern side of it, you should see a little dung beetle.
Kill it. Take its lunch money. Take what it bequeaths from inside of it.
That's a horrible way to phrase that. Take its lunch money, take what's inside of it, rip it out, and that is the BloodFlame Incantation. After this, you do need to go get a few more runes, 800 to be precise, go back to Round Table Hold, talk to the Twin Maiden Husks, and they will give you a seal. This will allow you to use the incantation. And we are now basically online. There's only a few more things that we need at this point in order to actually be quote-unquote online as far as the build is concerned. We just need the hook claw weapons. But to get those, we need to beat Margit. And to do that, we needed all of this. Trust me. Let's test out the new incantation on the knife. As you can see, we are successfully chewing through enemies way faster. BloodFlame works in a very interesting way. Let me just get it up to be precise. But basically, what BloodFlame does is it adds on a little bit of extra damage, but also a little bit of extra bleed. So how the BloodFlame incantation works is it buffs a weapon and gives it some extra fire damage, but also an additional 40 bleed over the course of 2 seconds. Now, how bleed works is basically all enemies have a little bar, and once that bar gets filled up with bleed, they take 15% of their maximum health and damage, as well as 100 extra damage. Now, this is useful on, of course, on a wide variety of enemies, but it's very useful on bosses, enemies with big, hefty health bars. So applying this to a weapon with already an innate bleed build-up ability is really useful. For example, our little bandit daggers. I'm sure you can do this as well with the samurai starting class with the katanas, but I just personally really like the dagger because you also get the parry buckler, and I like parrying things. Go and take your bloody dagger, your BloodFlame dagger, and go and bully the shit out of Margit. After successfully bullying the fuck out of Margit, taking him for all he has, put some more level ups into your character, and you should be more than ready at this point to go and take on Stormveil Castle. But inside Stormveil Castle is really what we care about. Just make your way basically inside, go up the first side of stairs, go past the guy who steals your runes, Gustok, and inside here on the bottom floor, you will find a large enemy wielding an axe. Kill his ass, and the hook claws should be right behind him. Grab those, and you will now be more than ready to take on the rest of this fucking place. Now, the beauty of the hook claws is that they have 60 innate bleed buildup. Coupled with the BloodFlame status effect, that is a total of 100 bleed. That is an insane amount of bleed over the course of only a couple of seconds. 100 bleed, by the way, is the amount that max level weapons deal when you scale them with a blood affinity. So 100 bleed is crazy for this early in the game. You can start eviscerating basically the entire map at this point quite handedly. But don't be afraid to go and grab some smithing stones to level them up, just to make your innate damage a bit more manageable. The Leonin Misbegotten, as well as most of Castle Morn, should be more than easy for you at this point. Beat the shit out of them, take them for everything they have, and tell that Leonin Misbegotten to stop bullying you, because oh god, did they bully me the first time I played this game. Go and teach Godric a lesson of his own as well.
I am the Lord of all that is golden.
And with that, that is the Hook Claw BloodFlame build. Easily one of my favorite starting builds in the game, and honestly, you can take these Hook Claws all the way to end game if you want. A lot of people who play this game will consistently know about this combination, but if you are new to the game, this is a really strong effect that I think can really showcase how cool your builds can get in this game. I hope you take this, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. That is all. Thank you so much for watching. Get the fuck out of my house.